What's going on, people? How you doing? TK coming at you. Gotta hit you right now. If we can we get real for a second? Because so many people, seemingly, in today's day and age, don't know how to be real. So I want to get real for a second in the concept of mentality, your personal choices, and just whatever you choose to do to be in the mindset of failure. Because that's accepted and okay today. Everybody is perfectly fine with complaining about lack in their life, but doing absolutely nothing other than propagating failure and living in the mindset of failure. Because, things that make sense are not things that people want to do. I mean, I'm sitting here and a guy is talking to me about one of the 7 programs that I use to make money, get a job, right? And he's saying, okay, well, guess what? I'm at like 90,000 coins and I'm thinking of going to 100. He's like, yeah, when I get to 100, I think I'll just sell off 20,000 per month. So I in my support group for this business, I teach people to stand on what you build. Never spend the principal. You've spent God knows how much time to build to 100. Why the hell would you spend it? Live off the freaking returns of 100. That makes more sense. And the same thing happens in another one of the companies that I'm using to make money multiply when it comes to gold. People always talk about, when I need cash, I can sell my gold. Why sell it? Why not just leverage it? How about you borrow against it, get the cash that you need, and then pay back the cash and get your gold back? So people don't do things that make sense. And then people argue with you like if you are selling drugs when you mention something that does make sense. So I'm scratching my head and I'm like, I'm really trying to figure this out here. Because it's obvious that I walk to the beat of my own drum and I don't think like everyone else around me. Another argument that came up is Facebook. Everybody's like, well, Facebook is public domain, so it's okay to plagiarize when you're on Facebook. I say, well, if you open a book and you copy what you read in the book and you act like you created that content and you post it on Facebook, then the company has the right to do something about it. Somebody said, well, if you have trademark material, then don't put it on Facebook. Well, if you have half a brain, you can come up with your own content. And if you can't come up with your own content, then don't copy my fucking content and put it on your page like you said it. And that's what I see all the time. I see people that just change the words to what I said as if I guess the way I said it wasn't fucking correct. So I'm going to change it to say like this. Instead of using the word bank, I'd rather use the word piggy bank, and I'm going to just put it on my page. When I see something that I like that somebody else created, I simply say, congratulations, Joe Blow, because this is an excellent post, great content, and I share it. But I don't copy and paste it and put it on my page like if I fucking created the content. So usually when I scroll through other people's timeline and I see my work, I'll just put a smiley face or I'll say something like, that looks familiar. So mediocre in an age where people don't know how to fucking be themselves. People don't know how to fucking be successful and don't know how to do things that creates success. Everybody, you know what? If my mother's watching this, I want to say thank you, because when I was a teenager, I used to say, I know. And my mom would say, no, you actually do what you know. And when I was a teenager, I didn't get that. When I got older, it became very apparent that the repetitious patterns that the human behavior gets accustomed to becomes a comfort zone, and that comfort zone, whether it's a repetitious cycle of failure or not, is what people stick to. So you find yourself doing things that are counterproductive to success because it's a built-up pattern that your brain has established. And you don't probably think about the fact that it's counterproductive to your success. You just do it. You know? So until you learn how to do things that are successful, you're not going to get any real results in your life. And that's what the topic of this conversation is. It's a conversation talking about the fact that people are built to fail, mainly by society, school, engineered programming all around you that gives you misinformation. And the biggest thing that I see is that most people, and it bothers me that so many people are arrogant assholes that are not coachable, not learnable. Oh, like I used to say when I was a teenager, I know. You don't know shit. And the fact that you're not open to learning new things mean you could never progress mentally because you think you know every fucking thing. No matter how much I study, I realize that there's always more to learn and that life is a continuous evolution. So I'm never confident in what I know. I'm just learning as I go. And that's the difference. You get these pseudo-engineered programmed dogs that come out of PhD schools that think they know every fucking thing and they're the subject matter expert, and they're non-coachable, non-learning, and that's the mold they exist in. So it doesn't matter that nothing you're doing is successful. It doesn't matter that the six figures or whatever the hell that job pays you to do, it doesn't encompass time freedom. It doesn't encompass true individual growth. But that's not where people want to be. People want to be on welfare, whether it's from a six-figure job or whether it's from a $4 an hour fast food restaurant. People want someone to take care of them. The bootstrap mentality of create your own economy and define your own success is in very few people. And if you be honest about the laziness in society, most people don't want the responsibility of determining their own destiny. They feel more comfortable getting a check. How many people from the military background say, I'm waiting on that 20 year? Well, guess what? That check might not be there in 20 years because the government is running itself into the ground. So that check that you are fucking relying on, which is still only 40% of your fucking pay, you're still gonna have to take something in your life and create more. But that's the mindset of the average person, waiting on that check. I'd rather grab life by the neck and create an entrepreneurial situation where my check is determined by my ingenuity. My success is determined by how much energy I put into creativity. Because then I have no limitations whatsoever. I can make $1 million a day if my mind creates that kind of success. I don't have the limitations of a job. I have the time freedom to do what I choose, not what someone tells me to choose. I just want you guys to think about this because, like I said, I'm trying to be real right now, and I want to be realistic about how humans respond to creating their own life, their own success, making decisions that are fruitful or non-fruitful. Because if you're real honest, you would really look at what you have and don't have in terms of your results.